All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Before we have Cary open up with a number, and then he's got a really cool class. You probably got the handout in the email today. We'll upload it in the chat in just a little bit as well. But a couple of very important things. First of all, on the website next month, there's going to be some changes to what we normally would do. First of all, let me pull up the website here. So if you're seeing this, we have the website. If you go to fletchermusic.com and you go to classes and events, you'll have all the usual classes that we have currently. But starting next month, this Sunday, daylight savings time ends, correct? Well, the time changes. And so there are going to be some changes to the time. So for example, the product feature classes, let's see if they updated them just yet. So they haven't changed those yet, but I'm going to have that change. This will be at 11 and 1, not 10 and 1. So those will be changed, and that will be changed. And then the virtual variety class, let's see if they changed those yet. I sent them a bunch of changes. So that one has been changed. I will send an update on what's going on up for the upcoming classes with the correct times. But keep an eye on this calendar, because throughout the month of November, we're not going to have a virtual variety class. This particular class every Wednesday and Thursday is not going to be every Wednesday and Thursday next month. It's only going to be a couple times next month. So you're going to want to attend. The second thing is the product feature classes. If you want to write this down, starting on the 9th here, right here, you'll see that it's blank. I'm in the process of scheduling all of these, but starting on the 9th, 10th, and then those 4 weeks, 9, 10, 16, 17, 23rd, 24th, 30th, and then there'll be the one on the 1st. We are going to have the product feature classes are going to be very specific classes designed on teaching you features and setups that work great for the sounds of the season and the holidays. And each class is going to specifically be focused on a group of products. So if you have an easy series, there's going to be one just for easy owners. If you have the EY series, just like we've been doing, only we're going to cater it strictly for that, for the sounds of the season. So the point is check the website frequently starting next week, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff up there, if you will, and different times, and there's a time change. So there's some of the changes are going to affect what we normally do. Last but not least, this Friday we have, I would not miss this event. When I put this together, I thought, we have nothing going on Friday. I'll throw in a Halloween concert. And what I did is I asked 5 or 6 or 7 of the staff members to give me a song selection, what they're going to do. And so, as you know, this Friday, we're going to have a Halloween Zoom musical live experience. And note the time. It's at 10 a.m. Arizona, 1 p.m. Eastern. If that's Idaho, I believe that's 11 a.m., but double check that, 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'll tell you, we've got Sean, I think, Don, Joe, Cary, who am I missing? Andrew, 5 or 6 of them. And they gave me some really great song selections for this event. So you're not going to want to miss that. And like I said in the email, let's kind of make this fun. We'd like to see you throw on your favorite costume. If you don't, that's fine too. But I think it'd be kind of fun to have that, have everybody wearing their favorite costume or outfit that day. We'll have a little fun with that. So that's my quick announcements. For now, we've got a lot of fun things on the horizon next month. Stay tuned in. And I've got a lot of things that are going to be changing a little bit. So stay tuned in. So with that said, I'm going to stop talking and we're going to turn it over to Cary. He'll play a little song to get the class started here. And 3, 2, 1, again, action. It's all yours, Cary.
Hi, everybody. Figured I got a lot for you today, but I'm going to start off. I'll do some of my train medley to get you going. And here we go. All aboard. I walk the line. Hey. Isn't that
Wow.
great?
Wonderful.
Hey.
Can I learn that after I take level 1?
Yeah, I'll show you. Show you how easy. So I'm going to do, I'm excited, and I'm going to do Cary's Scary Sounds. And I think there's a way you guys can download it and print it out. I'm going to talk about how to turn your instrument into a haunted house. That's going to be the result. And I'm going to first talk about 3 main sounds that really are scary that you can use. And I just want to say that depending on what instrument, I'm going to try to show you what you could do on yours. Some instruments can do all of this, some can do some. Some of it's going to be just entertainment. So stick with me and hope you enjoy it. Remember, you can always watch it again. And what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to talk about the harpsichord. Yay, there it is. So top 3 scary sounds. Number 1, the harpsichord. Look, you put a square. And I'm going to go and listen to this harpsichord. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the first one, the harpsichord, and the number one song is the Addams Family. Isn't that great? So the harpsichord is a plucked instrument. It looks like a piano, but each string is plucked. And it was famous in the late 1600s, and there was the Baroque era. The next one is the Harpsichord Octave. This is the one I like for the Addams Family. That's the sound. Isn't that great? Now, on the bottom of the page, it says extra scary chords is the diminished chord. And I'm going to play that. Listen to this diminished chord with the harpsichord. Minors and diminished chords are the scary ones. Next one is the harpsichord pluck. Isn't that great? And then there's another one called harpsichord wide. And then, this one doesn't have it, but there's also on the bigger organs a harpsichord grand. And there's the numbers. So I'm going to be doing on the Halloween concert, I'm going to be using the Addams Family. I just give you a sneak peek of taking how it's going to sound. The other thing I'm going to do today is show you how to take your sound effects and put them in different places. And I put over here a finger snap. Watch this. Isn't that great? Yep, so it sounds just like the real thing, so I took the harpsichord octave. Yay! So the first sound was the harpsichord. Now the next scary sound is the pipe organ. Now I'm going to talk on pipe organ. This is really scary, this sound. Now, even on the instrument like the Easy 2, it's in the More button. On the Easy 4 and Easy 10, you can go to the song setup, bridal/wedding, and you'll get a pipe organ. Then, some of your instruments on the preset number 2 is a pipe organ. Isn't that neat? General preset number 2. On the Fanfare and Journey, it's in the bank A. Number 10 is your big pipe organ.
Can you do that laugh again? Great.
So I'm building up. Remember, I'm going to turn this whole instrument into a haunted house. Wait till you see. So the pipe organ, I'm going to be using this on the concert, but here is the number 1 song for the pipe organ. This is preset C0. See my finger right here? Right, sorry. Diminished chord. Did you hear that diminished chord? That's for Bach. I think he's one of them that made it up. So that pipe organ, you can do scary stuff. Minor chords. Yay! Pipe organ. My favorite's the C0. Just love that. Wait till you hear I'm going to do Fan with Opera and Bach together on Friday. So the pipe organ, you can get it from some song setups, but it's in your presets. Now the last sound, Etherium. Not everybody has this one, but it's in your Genius button. I'm going to show you this Etherium sound. And I did a special feature called Portamento. Now, first of all, Etherium, here it is. With the Portamento, it's going to be my ghost. Isn't that great?
Spooky.
Spooky. Now here is the #1 sound that uses the Portamento is the whistle, like in your nostalgic preset, like the Whistling Girls. And the Portamento feature, what it does is it slides straight up when, like going like this with your hand. You used to have to do that, but now you hold a key and then go up an octave. Isn't that great? Watch this. Like we're having a radar or something. Well, anyway, what I did is I took the Etherium and I went in. I'm going to show you what I did. Watch this. Okay, check this out. I'm going to go into the feature button. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't see it. Darn it. Oh, well. Doesn't show it on this one. So anyway, I'm going to go into page 5, and I'm going to press Portamento time. Portamento time. I could make the time go slower. And I went up to number 82. Well, I put down here 78. I changed my mind. I went to 82. Watch this. Isn't that great? So that's what I did with the Etherium. I made it sound like a ghost. So far, I've got my harpsichord, my pipe organ, and my Etherium. Now I'm going to talk about the sound effects. Now, sound effects first come on your instruments on the lower keyboard to the right. And if you go into your feature button, if you have sound effects,
Hey, Cary, we have a question in the chat. Where's the where's the theremin or Etherium, as you say?
what I did is I went into my sounds or my Genius button. I scrolled to T, and it's right before. I'll show you. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, wait. Okay, so Etherium is Theremin, and it's right after strings. If you scroll, it's right before timpani. It's in the Genius button. I put it in the solo Genius because the solo Genius has the Portamento, your solo button. And then there's a little Portamento right next to it. And that's how you're going to be able to do it. It has to be through the solo. Good question. over
Yeah,
here.
keep in mind too, and on the EX and EY series, the Portamento feature they changed to call slide. So if you see the name slide,
Slide.
yeah, it's the same, means the same thing.
Okay.
We have one more question from Cheryl. If you want to answer that here, go ahead,
Okay.
Cheryl. Should ask you to unmute on your screen, Cheryl. Well, we can come back to that. We'll come back to your question.
Okay. Watch this. Okay, so sound effects. I wrote them down. Wind, scary, a cat, thunder, a scary and extra scary are actually the same thing. Scream, door creaking, footsteps, and also I'm going to put in heartbeat. Now there's a list of sound effects in your manual. And first instruments, if you have it, what it does is it puts it on the lower. Over on the right of your instrument, you'll have sound effects. And so I'll show you. Here we go. So it goes from C sharp to C, and there'll be a sound effect. So some of you, they're assigned, and there's a way to change them. But that's one way of having sound effects. So the first instruments, you have your sound effects here. And so you'd find the one, oh, crow's good too. So you would just push that key when you want that sound effect. Yay! So the first way is it's over here on the lower. The next way is these green buttons over here.
Ready, ready.
So you got applause, cymbal, snare, bell tree, surf, and then 2 genius buttons. Those are where you can put any sound effect you want. You can use your keypad and you put it in there. So I put wind and scream. Now check this out. Some sound effects will keep going, like surf. It'll just keep going. It stays lit. Wind keeps going. That's good. I'm glad, because I'm going to leave that going the whole time. Anytime a haunted house, they always have that wind going, and then they have these other sounds. So we have it right here. Now some sound effects, like the horse gallop, it'll keep going. You got to stop it yourself. So does applause. Keeps going. So does sound like rain. Rain will keep going. There's a rain and thunder also. Okay. So what I'm going to, so the next way of putting sound effects is in your kick switches. So what I did is I went to the screen. There's a feature screen, page number 9. Now on there, I could put sound effects in my touch bars, my kick switches, and even my bass pedals. So what I did is I put a heartbeat on the right, thunder on the left, door creaking here, and then scary, extra scary. That's the, it could be a big monster or a werewolf. Okay. So I'm going to, oh, and then the next thing is a cat. I wanted a mean cat, like a black cat that's mean. So I took the a sound called animal cat, and I put it on my lower. That sounded like our cat Bootsy when he was underneath the couch and I was trying to get him, and that's the sound he made just before he bit me. Ow! What happened? I don't know, he bit me. So we have wind. Then we got scream. Extra scary. Door creaking. Thunder. And heartbeat. Isn't that great?
You've got a couple of questions. You want to answer those now or in a little bit?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see if Cheryl's ready. Do you have your question, Cheryl?
I was just wondering how we do this on the Rialto.
Let me see if I, yeah, I'm going to show you. See if I could, maybe if we could, is there a way we can, okay, let me see. All right, let's see. So I'm going to press my feature button. And let's see. And then, so I'm going to touch the one that says touch bar. Oh, it's so hard. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Yay! Okay. Now it got bright again. Well, I guess that's not going to work. Oh, well. Anyway, if you press in the screen on page number 9, there's something that says touch bar, foot switches, and pedal natural black.
Yeah.
Okay, so press the touch bar.
Yeah.
And then it'll say FX. There's a box, right? Well, anyway, you hit the box, it says FX, and you scroll down till it says Sound EFX.
Okay.
And you push that, and then you push the bottom, and then you can just scroll and put different sounds on your touch bar.
And play. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I just scrolled up until I got to door creaking or extra scary. So I got a split touch bar on here. So I can have 2 sounds, but you'll have 1 sound there, and then you leave that. Then you go back into your feature and hit foot switches. You got 2 foot switches, so that I'm going to put, you do the same thing. You push the box and you scroll down until it says Sound EFX. And do that on both of them. And then you push the box underneath and scroll till you get which sound effect you want. Isn't that great?
Thank you. I think we have to talk about that later.
Yeah, we could.
And Helen, did you have a question?
Yes. How do you get the sound effects on the lower right?
Okay, you press which instrument you got?
The Sterling.
Okay, press feature. You scroll till you see page 3. And it says lower sound effects, and you press it.
Okay.
Okay, and then it says off. You just put it on. Now, here's the thing. On all the organs, this is the crazy thing. This changes on its own somehow. Depends on what you press. Sometimes a rhythm or something. You can
Then
change
on
your
the
stuff.
lower right, you get all those sounds. You don't have to put them in individually.
No, you can. You can make your own, but it already gives you a set.
Okay, good. Great. Thank you.
So this time, I don't know what I pushed, but I got car stuff. Now, also, they did change it to where you could also have it down here on the bottom, but I usually I use my right hand for the stuff. But some people liked it. You can have it down here too. So here's the bottom.
Can you repeat that? Where do you go on page 9?
What was
Well, this
that?
part's on page 3.
Oh, page 3. Okay.
Page 3, lower sound effects, the top one. So you can have them on your keyboard. You can have them on your touch bars, your kick switches, and also you can put them on the bass pedals, but I didn't use them for this one. Watch this. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of the Addams Family one. Watch the sound effects. Isn't that great? So I put ooga, a horse, the finger snap. Well, it's actually, let's see what that was. I didn't have finger snap. It's not loud enough, so I found a different sound. I put, hold on, castanets. And then this vibra slap. I think that's great. So I'm going to show. So you could put sound effects different places. Your Genius 1 and 2. Kick switches. Touch bars. And bass pedals. The black one and the long one. How do you put the sound effects on the green buttons? Okay, here we go. Now you wanna okay, so I had a question. How to put the sounds in the green buttons? Here we go. Ready? If you have your manual out, I'm going to go back to the in the back. And here it is. It says sound effects and drum list. And they're all numbered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my keypad in the screen. And let's say I want laser gun. 555. So I press 555. And then I just push the button. And I could play Star Wars. If I wanted the jingle bells, 552. And then I press the button. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey, look at that, I held tone. See, I could sing. Or here's another way. You can hold the button and scroll. And then you scroll. Sometimes I do it that way, but if I have the manual handy, I'll just put the number in and push the button. It's a lot easier doing it that way. So I hope that helped. Okay, so now, so you got to work on figuring out where you're going to put your sound effects. And like I said, I'm going to put wind. I'm going to have that going the whole time. And as that's going, I'm going to hit the scream, door, monster, heartbeat, and thunder. And then cat. Now the cat, I put it in, I sent it to the lower, and I dropped it an octave. I wish you were showing this in the Rialto. Well, everything, well, you don't have the Genius 1 and 2, but you have it on the lower. You can put it on the lower and your kick switches. Okay, so on the Rialto, someone wants to know the Rialto. What you can do go to page 9. You've got a touch bar, foot switches, and pedal natural black. You can get all these sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 places you could put it. So you got 6 sounds. You could do this. Now I want to talk about the scary chord progression. Now I wrote down the C, E, G, B, D, F, A flat, C, E, G, B flat, C sharp, F. See them right there? But you got to play them all in minors. And I worked on this for years and finally mastered it. So now you can have the finished product. I always wanted to know what comes next to make it all scary. Here they are. C minor, E minor, G minor, B minor, D minor, F minor, A flat minor, C minor, E minor, G minor, B flat minor, C sharp minor, and F minor. Oh, that's good. I should have added that. What was that last chord? D diminished to finish it. Add that on the very end. D diminished. So you gotta know your minor chords. I figured that you have your chord sheet. You just have to, and I have the easy button on, by the way. I'm just doing that with the easy button. I'm only using 2 fingers each chord. Just to show you again, watch. So I'm just using the easy button. I've got a pipe organ on my left hand. So here we go. I'm gonna turn this into a haunted house. This is the finished product. Hope you enjoy it. So what I'm gonna first do is I'm gonna have the wind going. As the wind's going up and down, each time it goes up and down, similar to the golden harp, I'm gonna change a chord. As that's going, I'm gonna do one of my many sound effects. Okay, and I know it probably lasts about 2 hours, so hope you enjoy it. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Is this your last number?
No, this is the finished product. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Wind first. Yay! I thought that was great. Oh, good. Someone liked it.
I liked it.
Isn't that great? It's like, instead of buying the CD, you can just use your organ to do it. And then when the kids come trick-or-treating, you can scare them. Yay! I always wanted to do that, and I did it.
Scared
I'm so
into doing
excited. I
anything
worked on that for years.
I'm
Every
too
time
scared
we
to
do that big trick or treating, I always would play the organ up front in the mall. Now I'm ready. So I hope you enjoy. Did you enjoy that? Did you like it? Absolutely.
That was great. Great, Cary.
It was
got some
great.
smiles. We got some thumbs up. We have some people that look scared. Um,
Good job, Cary.
this is,
Enjoyed it.
It was great.
all right.
Great.
Carrie, you're going to play a closing number here for us in a moment?
Sure.
Okay, just a reminder, I know there were some latecomers, but I'm not going to do the full announcement that I did earlier. Just a reminder that next month, starting Sunday, the time changes. So next week's class, this class next week, I'm gonna actually do that class next week, and I got some really cool planned for you. But keep in mind, there's going to be a slight change in time for some. Eastern time will remain the same. So anyone else, just subtract 2 hours. I'm going to send the email out on that. Keep in mind throughout the month, stay glued to the emails and the website, because I'm currently getting all the information sent over to our website people. And you're going to have, there's going to be some changes in the time. The product feature classes are going to be a little bit different as well. So we're going to cater those classes specifically to certain people with certain models in a group, and it's going to be wrapped around the sounds of the seasons and using setup tips and tricks for those models. The other thing I want to do, if you don't mind, I'm going to give you my little commercial here for everybody, because it looks like Cary's still setting up there. So that must mean I need to kill about 30 seconds to give a nice little commercial. The first thing I want to do is say thank you all. You know, I was just reading today an article, Guitar Center, if I read it correctly, said Guitar Center was filing chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they have like over 200 locations nationwide. And it's just mind-boggling that a big major company like that is doing that. But again, that's just what I read, so I don't know if it's true or not. But
Okay.
I have to say thank you, because here we are 7 months after the pandemic really kicked everybody's butt, and we're still here because of you. Or just remember, everything we do is funded by sales. And so all I ask is that as we continue to adapt to the impact of the pandemic, all we ask is that you spread the word. Number one, spread the word to as many people. Let them know. We have beginners models, in some cases, believe it or not, as low as $499. Real nice small beginners model that anyone can get started, and they can enjoy the hobby of music making. And the other thing that I ask is you keep in mind an open mind to any opportunities that the salespeople offer you. Just remember, sales remains vital to fund our music club activities. So some of you have one organ, you may need another one for another bedroom, or maybe you want to buy one for a friend, or maybe you want to buy one for your spouse. Shar, I know you and your husband have the liberty. It must be heck trying to fight over who gets to play on that. You might need another one in your home. So anyway, all kidding aside, do keep an open mind to any opportunities that we offer, because everything we do is to benefit the longevity of this hobby. You know, Fletcher Music Center is pretty much one of 2 or 3 right now. We are doing it online. And I think we want to keep the hobby of music making alive. So with that said, go out and buy an organ.
Hey.
Okay. And I'm going to have Cary finish off with a number. Do you have something clever for us, Cary?
Yes. I had a few questions. I had to say something. That someone wanted to hear the chord progression again. I don't know if you can print this out. I think you can print it out, but it's these are all minor. C, E, G, B, there it is, D, F, A flat, C, E, G, B flat, C sharp, F, and then at the end, D diminished, and then you repeat back to the C. That's the only one I missed, is D diminished on the very end.
B or D?
D as in dog.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the neat thing about the sound effects, what if all of a sudden I wanted to do everything tropical? I can go and get the rain and the surf. If I wanted to do everything country, I can go get, like the organ already does for us. It goes and puts sound effects in there, and you can go and look for all of them. The rooster, the crow, you can have a whole farm. So that's what was neat about it. You can make, if you wanted to do everything with planes and helicopters, you can do that too. So that's what was neat. So what I'm gonna do autumn leaves. Yay, and some piano stuff. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. So this rhythm, Autumn Keys, has sound effects already built in the rhythm. I have the Roger Williams. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Got to go to my touch bar and bring it back to Phil. There we go. There we go. By the way, this is a Prestige Plus. Watch this. Hey.
Awesome.
Yay, yay, absolutely.
Absolutely awesome.
Wonderful job. Great,
Good job.
Very nice. Gary.
great.
Beautiful.
Good scaries too.
Nice job, Gary.
job, Gary.
Nice
Good
going.
job.
Thank you
Good
from
job.
Wisconsin.
Carrie.
Always fun, always fun.
bless.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now we're ready for Halloween.
Very good.
I had to.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.